Hi everybody, it's been a while since I've made a video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Here's a material list, the list of materials that I used for this project. This is a super easy Christmas sign project. You can use any piece of scrap wood that you have at home or even buy a pre-cut piece of wood from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Now in Silhouette Studio, I have the words Days Till Christmas, which I am gonna cut out, but I'm gonna show you first how I made this. I used the font Laughing and Smiling. Just type in the words. I typed separately Days Till and then Christmas separately, so I could move around and centered. I couldn't get the word Christmas, the line spacing setting on Silhouette Studio. I couldn't get it as close as I wanted the words to be, so I decided to type it separately. Then I went about centering them and looking at where I wanted it placed. But wait, I need to first weld them. I weld and then Control G or group and then went ahead and centered them again. I made mine about 7.5 wide and 4.5 in height, but it in your case it might be bigger or smaller. You may have to adjust this. You may even have to, if you have a small curio base, you may even have to cut it in 2 steps, in pieces. Now I am going to take a file that I had of a frame that I liked, and I bought it in a bundle. I don't really have the information where I got it. It was a long time ago. I'm just gonna trace it because we're gonna cut this in a, if you have chalkboard vinyl or adhesive chalkboard paper, you can use that. I used black matte Oracle 631, and yes, that's what I'm gonna use, and it works perfectly with chalk or chalk markers, and it gives it that look of chalkboard because it's matte. So I'm gonna cut this out. Again, my dimensions might be different from you. You might have to make it smaller. Mine is about 4 inches wide. Now we're gonna take this design and click on send, and we're gonna select the vinyl gloss. I believe it's vinyl glossy setting. Then we're gonna go to action. By line, we're gonna uncheck the black line and make sure our tool is marked, the first tool number 1, and then our setting is to cut. Click next and send to your Silhouette Curio. We're actually gonna cut this out of contact paper, but we're still gonna use those settings. It works perfectly. Be able to see it because I don't have very good lighting here, but it's very nicely cut. Now we're gonna go back to our design. We are gonna move the letter design out of the way, and now we're gonna get ready to cut our frame. Same thing, but at this time we're gonna uncheck the red line and we're gonna check the black lines and make sure that our tool is on number 1. We click on next and then to send to Silhouette. Now we're gonna tackle our cutout or design that we cut out of contact paper. We're gonna weed it. You can use tweezers. I'm using here uh, like a little pick that came with my Cricut because I couldn't find my tweezers at the time. But yeah, you're gonna weed out the letters. This is gonna be the opposite way of what you would do if you were gonna make a decal. You're gonna keep the, I'd say this is the, you're gonna weed the negative of the image, and then you're gonna put transfer tape, or in my case I'm using contact paper as my transfer paper. You're gonna use your scraper or your brayer, which you don't see here because I lost that footage, but you're gonna rub it real good, and then you're gonna get ready to place it on your piece of wood. I painted my wood with some chalk paint. I believe it's from Walmart. I don't remember what the color is right now, but it's kind of an ivory color. And so yes, you may want to put a base coat of paint on your piece of wood, whatever color you would like, and then place your contact paper, which is now more of a like a stencil, to place on your sign. This is great when you don't have that color of vinyl that you would like to use. Then again, you're gonna rub it real good with your brayer or your scraper, whatever you have, a card, and then you're gonna carefully peel back the transfer tape. And voila, there you go. For the next part, we're gonna use acrylic paint from Apple Barrel, then from Walmart, and a sponge, makeup sponge. You're gonna dab that paint. Don't put too much paint on it. You're just gonna lightly dab that paint on your stencil, even if you still have spots where you can still see the base color. Just dab lightly. You can always come back and do another coat until you get the desired coverage. So yeah, that's basically what you do. For me, it's always better to peel off the stencil while the paint is fairly wet, because if not, the stencil will stick too much um, to your wood, and it might peel off some of the paint, and it's harder to weed all those little um, parts of the little spaces. Now we're gonna weed our frame. That again, we cut it off out of Oracle 631 black matte. We're gonna use the same piece of contact paper that we use as transfer paper, and we're gonna use our brayer. I have a little scraper, but you can use a brayer or a credit card to do this. And you don't even have to do this. You could just peel it off because it's a big image, but it's easier to place like this. I don't know, I just find it easier. But you may not even have to use transfer tape for this part, or contact paper. Just make sure to rub it real good and then peel off the transfer tape or contact paper. I used a chalk marker that I bought, I believe it was a Hobby Lobby. And it works perfectly. You can erase it and write your numbers as the countdown goes. I had my dad frame it for me. This is totally optional. You could do like a bow on top or do it in the colors that match your decor. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments. Don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe for more videos, and hit on the little bell too so you get a notification when I upload a video.